Alright, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Catalyst, and today I'm going to be bringing you another Hardpoint video. Basically just giving you guys a look at how you should set up, ideally as a team when it comes to Hardpoint, when you should be rotate, the best ideal setup, stuff like that. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get started. First of all, you're going to want to spawn on the CDP side, which is back there. This is basically the side you're going to want to spawn on for the rest of the game if you can. And the guy that is in the hill, you're going to want right behind this truck. Most of this hill, it's just a scrap hill. You're going to just try and get as much time as you can. But this is the only spot really from this side that you leave yourself unexposed and can still cap the hill. So this is the best spot to have your guy in the hill. That way people have to push him. He'll have an SMG, be ready to get kills if he can. And then you'll have a second guy here, Al, and, he can have an AR SMG, but he can just try and pick people off that are trying to push you, trade kills, and, if you do die, he can just jump right into the hill and do the same thing. Then you're going to want the third guy back here in the white truck. This is a really good spot, a great head glitch. If someone is flanking, he can watch the flank and get, some easy kills with this head glitch if they push the hardware. Basically anywhere that's going to be looking at the hill, he can probably kill the guy from this spot. And then lastly, you can have a guy, just back here watching the train, making sure no one, comes on flank. Or he can go in the top house here and, just watch over everything. Now, if you spawn Black Ops, it's honestly probably better for getting points on this hill, but it's worse for every other hill, and, I'd just suggest trying to get to those CDP spawns as soon as you can, because it'll help you win the game in the end. If you spawn here, this is probably the best spot to try and get hill time. They can't see you unless they push all the way up, or nade you, or, they'll have to, try and awkwardly jump over here to see you, and then just expose themselves. So it's a good spot for getting the hill time. You can sit behind this truck too and do kind of a similar thing as the other side. Just, watch your owl here. But this is where you're going to want to try and cap the flag, or cap the hill. And then you can have a second guy with an SMG in here, or an AR. And basically he can get a guy if he goes to the barrels, jumps over this, wooden wall here. If he head glitches the white truck. And yeah, he just kind of has your back and, he can jump into the hill quickly if he needs to. Then thirdly, you can have a guy back here. Basically, he'll just be head glitching here, watching, all the other common head glitches on the map. He can also watch flank from right here. It's just a really good spot. And if you guys do, happen to kill him and they all spawn farther out, he can push up to right here too and, kind of further have your back. It's another really good head glitch. And then the last guy, just have top barn. He can do all the same things, get the guy out that white truck, because that's basically the best spot to see it from this side. And, he can watch full flank as well. So for the next hardpoint, you're going to want the tin spawns. And the reason is because people are going to want to rotate as early as possible for the grandma spawns. So the longer you hold the tin spawns, the better off you are at getting as much time for the grandma hill. So first, I would have a guy just back here. This guy's job is to just hold spawns back here. He can make sure no one jumps over the wall, comes through the back tin, and just kind of holds it down the flank for the team.
Hardpoint identified.
And the longer this guy stays here, the team will just keep spawning right outside of tin, which is good. And then secondly, you want a guy right in this tin window right here. This guy will have an AR as well, and he can watch hardware if they come through there, and have a really good eye on alley if people are wall running and trying to just flood the alley. And then the third guy, he'll be head glitching on this red truck. This guy can have an SMG, and it's a really powerful spot for holding down hardware, making sure they don't come through there. His alley's exposed, but that's what the guy window's there for. And then this fourth guy, he can have an SMG or an AR as well. You're going to want at least one SMG in this hill, possibly two. And this guy's job is just to watch the alley as well, make sure no one comes. He can just sit in this corner and wait until, maybe the guy here dies and then come out. Or he can, just lay right here because his hardware would be covered, and just try and get some easy kills here with, a SMG. Now for this next hill, you're going to want to rotate super early, like 15, 20, 25 seconds, especially if you're on the alley hill. You're going to want to start rotating and trying to get these back spawns because they're going to be hard to get. First of all, you're going to want at least one guy in the hill. This guy, can stand in whatever corner he wants. Probably don't expose yourself, but, just sit there and wait for someone to push a window. Your teammates should be watching everything, so they'll kind of tell you where people are coming from, or, if they come down these stairs. And then you can have a second guy in here as well. Maybe the one guy's watching this window. This guy, can just kind of try and get as many kills as he can back here, or down the middle of the map. So if they're running through hardware, and they're probably gonna have SMGs, so that way if they do get into the hill, they can win a gunfight. And that way this guy can just watch middle of the map and just pick up easy kills. If he does die, you have another guy already in the hill still getting time, and hopefully you have a guy back here holding down spawns, and he just spawns really close again. His job right here is basically to just hold down tin and make sure that your team holds these back spawns. This guy should get a ton of kills from people trying to push through tin. They're just going to keep flooding through, and he's not very exposed. You can sit in a bunch of different spots. Some people enjoy this spot right here. It does the trick, or some people just sit right here, that way they can watch this wall right here. But either way, you should get some easy kills. If you do die, you should still spawn back here unless everything goes wrong. And yeah, basically that holds down all of 10 for your team. And then your fourth guy, a really good corner to go to is right here. Basically, he can tell if anyone's pushing through, middle of the map and going top house, that's jumping over the wood here, coming in the L right here, or pushes through trains. So it's a pretty good spot. The team's probably going to be pushing as fast as they can. They won't check the corner. You can get a couple kills and then, back down to this truck, or even, go right back here behind this blue truck. And, you still have an eye on L. You still have an eye on if they jump the top train. Or, you can go right here, do a similar thing. But yeah, that basically holds on to everything, and you can get a full 60 seconds on this hill if you just, hold the spawns right. And then for the last hill, you're going to want a guy first off in this contest spot right here. Basically just making sure if the other team is pushing through the barn side, they aren't getting any time. You're still going to want these back water spawns because it's still just the best spot to spawn in for this hill. And then you want a second guy, if you can push through and get a couple kills, you want a guy back here so he can hold down this back barn area, or if they push through barn. And if all things go right, if you guys push through hard enough, they're going to spawn in the back alley, which is great because they're going to start coming, like, they're going to keep pushing solo fights, probably not pushing as a team, and you guys are all in a good position to make sure that they die. So you got a guy back here watching barn and back barn. It's a really good head glitch. Then you want a second guy right here with an SMG, just making sure they don't come through the shed. He can sit in the hill. You can jump right up on here if you want, or just sit in the shed because you still have the guy in the contest spot. And then the fourth guy, you'll have he can use this corner as well to make sure no one's flanking. He can stand on this truck to make sure no one's flanking. Just making sure that no one comes on the flank and making sure the guy that's here is safe. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to Fringe. It's relatively simple. Just, try and hold these back grandma spawns, especially when it comes to the grandma hill, because that's where you're going to get the majority of your time. The rest, should be pretty even. It'll just depend on who, what team's killing more. But I hope this helped you guys out. I hope if you guys are new to Hardpoint or just getting used to it, it taught you a thing or two of how it should be run, the ideal setups. If you want to, talk to your team and show them this, it's probably a good thing for you guys all to watch it. That way, you guys can go over spots and be like, all right, like, this is the role you play, this is the role you play, and kind of get things situated. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys out. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a ton. And if you guys didn't know already, I'm currently doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. So I'll post a link, right here, and you can check it out if you want. Basically, all you gotta be is a subscriber, and just comment on the video with your Twitter and you're entered into the contest. And I'm just giving away a $20 gift card of your choice, whether it be Steam or Xbox or PSN, whatever you want. If you win, you get to choose. So yeah, there's that. And then also on Twitter right now, if you go to my pinned tweet, if I get 150 retweets on one of my tweets, I'm giving an Xbox One scuff away. So if you guys are interested in that, if you play on Xbox and want it, if I get 150 retweets, I'm going to do a video doing a giveaway. So, if you guys want to help out there, that helps too. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys back again real